a contract, so I don't think he will have any problem if I were to give you today some public documents. So he went subsequently on Rickford Bird program 2 days ago, and you know, I've said that already, that if you have to go on a criminal's talk show, and Rickford Burke is a criminal, and I think he's desperate, but Trump doesn't like criminals too much. So I think he's desperate now, trying to reorient his lifestyle over there. But Nigel Hughes, getting no traction elsewhere, tries to get some level of publicity if you go to his program from the lunatic fringe. So Nigel Hughes says a couple days ago on that program that we must pause all sale of land or anything, for example, because this is election year. This is Nigel Hughes. So on the face of it, it sounds reasonable. I have here 3 documents I'm going to share with you. One, Nigel Hughes on the 24th of October 2019 got 25 acres of leased land, prime lands. Now, you recall the date, 24th October 2019 was after the no confidence had passed, after the CCJ had ruled in June that the no confidence is valid, and said that the government must be in a caretaker mode. We're not in a caretaker mode. We're a government vested with full powers until the elections. And he wants us to pause on transactions, any transaction this year because it's election year. They had lost the government had fallen, the CCJ had already ruled. The CCJ ordered that we go into a caretaker mode. You should see what the definition of a caretaker mode means. You can't conclude these transactions. But Nigel Hughes, after that, long after the CCJ ruling, months after it, secured land. They were giving land to him. He secured 25 acres there. So the elections came, and APNU lost the elections. And then on the 19th of March, after the elections, Nigel Hughes got another 25 acres of land, contiguous to the other one, and I'll share this with you too. And then, again on the 19th of March, he got another 25 acres of land. So 75 acres of land in the period 25 before the elections, but after the CCJ had ruled that we go into a caretaker mode, and 50 acres after the elections. I will share this with you because they have a strange way, the newspapers here, a strange way of representing things. There's a wild accusation against Susan Rodriguez, but already she's questioned as though she's a criminal. Every time we submit, we have in the public domain tons of documents about the criminality of some people or their transgressions, or in this case, the duplicity, like with Nigel Hughes. They'd never make the newspapers. They don't get published, they don't get broadcast. So I'm giving you here, so I hope that these could go on your social media pages and everywhere else, to show this. Now just imagine 2 days ago he said we must pause. A legitimate government, not a government in caretaker mode, must pause on giving out lands. And he secured for himself the 75 acres of land after the CCJ had ruled and after the elections. I'm going to share this with you. Now, this is through Lands and Survey. Now, I'm not going to share this long list of PNC individuals who got land, many after the elections and in the period after the government had fallen. It's a long list of who's who in the PNC. And it represents tens of thousands of acres of land, if you look at this long list here. But I don't want, since those people are not, we didn't take back their land, but those people are not in the public. I'm just going to share the document on Nigel Hughes, because he shared a document from CHNPA a couple of days ago and questioned the price, and we'll come to that in a moment. But I just wanted to talk about his duplicity here, what he said a couple nights ago. So you're going to have these when I'm done. 75 acres of land. So in relation to the land at Ogle, I will deal with the Nigel Hughes component first, and then come on to, and then tell you what else happened here. So in the period after the elections, just before the elections, after the no confidence motion, Nigel Hughes was representing a Trinidadian company. The Trinidadian company, through NISIL, Nigel Hughes was central to those negotiations, secured at Ogle 20 acres of land at $26 million per acre. Now you recall, the very same Nigel Hughes circulated a document from CHNPA and said that the $30 million for the Ed Ahmad deal that they had, or the Ed Ahmad agreement, was too low.